Did that hurt your ears? I'm sorry. I love my bowl. Happy new or full moon in Sag. Happy strawberry moon. Happy strawberry moon. Welcoming in the moon energy. So I pulled out my moonology deck since it was the full moon, and I was going to see if the full moon in Sagittarius would come out for me, but instead 3 cards fell out. So I went with that and pulled a tarot card for each one that I pulled. But I tell you, the first thing we want to understand is that this full moon in Sag is all about truths coming to light, your truths, other people, hidden truths. Releasing, what no longer serves you, and all the emotional baggage that comes with life, and creating space for these new opportunities. It's a good time to pursue, your passions and whatever excites you, and it's a time where we are desiring a connection. We're coming out of hermit mode and desiring a connection, relationships. And it's also, on top of being lucky and prosperous, um, it's also, you have this feeling of adventurous, being adventurous or wanting to travel, very adventurous and freedom, joy. I mean, it's just a great feeling. And I didn't even realize what the full moon in Sag um, energy was. So when I looked it up tonight, I was like, wow. I was trying to pull one card. I was trying to pull the full moon in Sag, but ended up pulling 3 cards that totally are in the energy of the full moon in Sagittarius, the strawberry moon. And so, it's about, like I said, releasing and letting go of emotional baggage, forgiveness, reflecting on yourself, going within, discovering, hidden truths about yourself, hidden information, um, being able to recognize the source of the old patterns that you're in, all of that good stuff. Um, it's water and fire are the elements, energy elements of the moon, and um, it gives you like a deeper connection, like you want to connect, also to your intuition and to your emotions. So, and that's kind of the same thing, your intuition is what you feel, what you're feeling in your heart, listening to your intuition. So this is a lot of emotional energy and luck. And it's so funny. I was so excited when these 3 cards fell out after I read the what the energy was of the strawberry moon. The first card I had 3 cards that fell out. And so the first one, I know that's too much light on it, but the first one was, there we go. Luck is on your side. And when I saw that, because Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, and that is, all about luck and prosperity and all that, and luck was on your side came out. And I thought, and once I read it and looked back at all 3 of these cards, I'm like, well, this is better than just pulling the full moon in Sag card, because there it is, luck. A new romantic cycle begins. That's all about the desire for connection. And then reflecting and releasing, um, letting go of old baggage and all that. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's just endings and new beginnings. Freaking amazing. You kids can't make that shit up, I tell you. So Then I pulled out my Egyptian tarot and pulled a tarot card for confirmation for each one, and the one that came out for luck is on your side was the Seven of Wands. That's so bright. Let's do that. The Seven of Wands. There we go. I'll turn it around. The first thing I thought about was, lucky seven. Even though this card isn't about luck specifically, it's about taking action with confidence, being assertive, but being lucky in that. Like it's time for you to do that. You can step into your true authentic self, which is what this is about, expressing yourself truthfully, being authentic, truly expressing your authenticity and finding luck in that. I mean, something good coming from that. So that was pretty cool. Plus, it was, lucky number 7. And then with a new romantic cycle begins, that's new moon in Libra, all about balance and everything. We got the 3 of Pentacles. But that's awful funny that a new romantic cycle begins, and then you've got this collaboration, teamwork card coming out, connecting, desire to connect, to relationships. So what it feels like, because like this is like new doors opening, new opportunities, collaborating, teamwork, all that good stuff. It's about like sharing your ideas with confidence. Um, just like the 7 of Wands was taking action with confidence. This is sharing your ideas with confidence, or, sharing your ideas. I mean, somebody may be impressed with an idea. You may have to, have a speech, or you have an idea or something you want to share, leading some sort of project at work or whatever it is. Somebody's going to notice you in this collaboration, and they're going to fall for you. They're going to have goo eyes for you. They're going to be very impressed with you, and this can turn into a romantic cycle beginning. So it's all about like healthy, balanced connection. And for the end of a tough cycle approaches, we got, let me see that. End of a new cycle approaches. This is full moon in Capricorn. We got the 5 of Swords. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. This is about leaving the past, laying it to rest, releasing grudges, forgiveness, yourself and others. This is the end of a conflict or some kind of closure. Setting yourself free. Your heart and your mind. Just setting yourself free from this, from all the conflict, all the noise here in your brain. This cycle is ending. All of this mess here is, it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. So whatever it is, it's different, going to be different for all of you, but it's ending. So luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius was the first moonology card that was pulled. That was page 58. And that's about counting your blessings. Literally write them down or say them out loud. It says you need to laugh more. It's a wonderful time to start a course or study. And the energy of the strawberry moon is the time is right to pursue your passions. And this what this card is also saying. So, I mean, it goes right hand in hand with that energy. It talks about, gratitude practices and things like that. Um, it says it's the sign of big ideas. Its energy is expansive. And that's another energy of the full moon tonight is expansion. Um, it's upbeat, lucky, divine. The new moon in Sagittarius exudes all this and does this, and as does this card. Whenever you draw it, nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and the optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into energy by expecting the best. And then a new romantic cycle begins. I know some people don't want to hear that, but actually, more and more people who have been saying, "Ugh, relationships have been kind of." I was one 11 on the timer. I was one that was like, "Oh, relationship." But recently here, I have been opening myself up to the idea of love and connection, and maybe it has to do with the moon in Sagittarius, because really, I used to be like, yeah, love, no, get it away from me. But I'm opening up to that idea now. Um, so it says a new romantic cycle begins. That's page 54. And it says, feel more, think less. Like I was saying earlier, making decisions and choices from your heart, getting in touch with your intuition, and get in touch with your intuition and your emotions. So it says, feel more, think less. Um, Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma is going on. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating when the new moon in Libra comes out. Um, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. So, pulling this card, um, and anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised. That's crazy because here's the teamwork card that came out with it. So maybe you're going to be creating or working on a project or doing something with someone, and something romantic may come out of it. It says reach out to someone and let them know you care. So Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation, and relationships. It is harmonious, kind, and luxurious, and always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or at the time you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnership. Again, the desire for connection, negotiations, and appearances, and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back to equilibrium. And then for the end of a tough cycle approaches, this is full moon in Capricorn energy right now. We got the Five of Swords, and that was page 86. And it says, release control and trust the universe. A professional project may be ending. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find balance between, your personal life and your private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. So you may have been feeling hopeless about a situation, and this applies to no matter when you draw this card. Making a plan is far better use of your time than the arguing, the conflicts. Compromise, it's all about compromising. But whatever whatever kind of chaos that you had going on here, it's time to lay it to rest. It's time to forgive, and that includes yourself. That includes yourself and others. Time for some closure, maybe end of a conflict, and setting yourself free. Setting yourself free. And this is your mind also. Just and it's going to free up that space, like I said, for doors to open. Doors to open. Yeah. It was amazing. I was going to pull us an ancestor card too, to see what the overall guidance is for the new moon energy. All of this emotional baggage and this luck, though, and doors opening, transformation. Yeah. Looking forward to the lucky part. We need some luck. I need some luck. All right. Let's see. What do the ancestors have to say? What is the ancestor energy? So, I saw the Lord twice. This is about going within and retreating and recharging, because you've got romance on the way. You need to clear your energy and go within to find your truth. That's how you find out, the truths that are coming to light about yourself. It doesn't mean that you're going into hermit mode, but in order to find the truths about yourself, and that's the balance, you know what I mean? You can have time for yourself to find yourself, work on, things that you need to work on. But if you still need to get out and collaborate, or, make connections and things like that. So let's just see what this card says. Take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. And also, like I said, the truths and things like that, truths come to light, and time for discovering hidden information. That's going to come from within you. It says you have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energy. So also, that's something else that just popped in my mind, because on the full moon, I always set my crystals out to recharge. So don't forget to set your crystals out in the moonlight. They need to recharge too. So you're being guided to take a step back at this time. If you are working on bringing something together, your over-involvement can impede the process. So retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. And this has more to do with connecting with your intuition and your emotions, and going within and finding the truth of who you really are. So, hello. Welcome to the strawberry moon energy. So let's pull an angel card. I'm going to pull an angel message for the final overall on the full moon and Sag reading, and then I will be happy to pull cards on your full moon energy. If you just call it out in the chat that you want a card pulled for your specific energy. What is our angel message? Oh, 4455. And I'm telling you, this is all about change. And it says major changes. Help, guardianship, prosperity, and abundance. There's your luck too. Now your angels are working on assisting you with one of the major life changes. So, major life changes. You've got, of course, because something's going to end. Something's going to end, which means there's something that's going to begin. And as you go within, you can, get to know yourself, listen to yourself, learn your truths. Let's see. We'll pull a crystal spirit oracle. Let's see what the crystal spirit oracle energy is. Pulling Moonology cards for anyone that wants to know what their message is under this full moon, what action they need to take, or whatever it is you need to know. This is an overall collective crystal spirit oracle, so I'm going to do that real quick while we wait. What is the full moon in Sag energy? What crystal will help us with this energy? With this full moon energy? Strawberry. Okay, one flies out. Oh, and it's pink too, just like the strawberry moon. This is pink sapphire. That's awesome. I was hoping a pink one would come out. That's cool. So let's see what that means. And it's page 44. I've been seeing 44 today. That's why I was like, 44. Okay, so pink sapphire says, almost there. Okay. The essential meaning is forgiveness. Oh my. Choosing to heal, acceptance and letting go, soothing the heart. So, have you heard that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself? Pink sapphire spirit message to you is not to concern yourself with the law of karma right now. For while your loving heart wants to see justice served for the good of all, in this moment, you are called to align yourself with the universal laws by choosing to heal yourself. It's time to start the process of forgiving those who did you harm. That's releasing the emotional baggage, letting shit go. So forgive those who did you harm, and that means deciding consciously that that they will not determine your story of who you are and what you have experienced. For you are a powerful storyteller and co-creator, and you will tell a heroic tale of overcoming that which has caused you pain. Your willingness to engage in healing to free yourself from your past and soothe your heart is an awesome superpower. Pink Sapphire Spirit is here as a reminder that you can do the work, that walking through the forge of fire, which is Sag energy, and letting go of the pain will remake you strong as steel going forward. You will persist, and as you embrace the wisdom you have earned, find the power to say never again by making the choice to heal yourself and forgive yourself for not knowing better. Positive things are to come, and you can rest assured that the conscious universe is your ally in this process of healing, acceptance, and forgiving. That sums it up there. The crystal spirit always does. Pink sapphire. It's going to help us through this strawberry moon energy. I was seeing a pink crystal when I was shuffling. I was like, oh, I wonder if a strawberry is going to come out. Look at that. I'll tell you, every time I'm amazed. I am amazed. Well, that looks like that may be it. I don't need any more confirmation. I mean, just understanding what the energy of the full moon in Sagittarius means. Um, just know what it means. Letting go. Luck is on your side. Be confident. Doors will open. Clear your space for opportunities to come in. Um, Free yourself. Find your truth and stand in it. That's the full moon. That's the strawberry moon. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Again, my name is Memra. My channel is Ideal Tarot. So like, subscribe, comment. It's interesting to talk to people who are going through this whole awakening. You know, any one of us can connect with spirit and get these messages and these synchronicities and these confirmations. It's all you have to do is just connect and listen to your intuition, follow your emotions, your heart, set intentions, be grateful, and be in love. Thank you, Spirit Team. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye.